What's up, Pisces? And thank you guys for tuning in. So, we are finally in Pisces season. So, I'm super excited about that, guys. So, happy birthday to all of you. Now, what that will mean is all of your readings will always come out first. And then I am going to make a post in the community section where you guys can actually vote on what bonus readings you want for this month. So whatever the top two are, I'll select those and I will bring that to you around the middle of the month, okay? So you guys choose what you want. You guys let me know, and I'll do that. But let's see what's going on for you guys in the month of March. All right. What is going on with the sign of Pisces, March 2018? Okay, guys, so the energy that we have here is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, there could be a sense of you guys overspending. Maybe it's your birthday, maybe you're going out for vacation, maybe you're doing something big, renting out a private section in the club, whatever it is that you want to do. There could be a sense of overspending or, a sense of instability at home. Or it could also be something that feels like a loss of abundance, okay? Something that in the past that made you feel very, very good, but now you're just not looking at it the same way. Behind that, we have the Strength card in the reverse, but we do have the Empress card here. So with the Strength card in the reverse, you could be losing something that makes you feel debilitated, or maybe something that you're really trying to force that really wasn't working out for you. But there is a new start that does come from this. And with the Five of Cups in the reverse, any sense of loss, any sense of, sadness, you guys do go ahead and get over that. Okay, Page of Pentacles. You could have a new business prospect, okay? Something that you're working hard on with the Eight of Pentacles here. Let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. All right, so the first card that we have for the past is the Emperor. So with the Emperor, some of you could have been dealing with an Aries or a Virgo, or this could be a sense of you guys being very, very bold about your decisions and your choices in life. Really standing your ground with what you want, making very wise decisions, trying to look out for yourself and everyone around you. And we have the Seven of Wands. So you're really being strong about something. You're standing your ground through adversity. And with the Knight of Wands here, this could have something to do with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Or it could just be a new start where you guys are really taking charge. You're really, really passionate. You're really just going for what you want. Ace of Pentacles, definitely a new start here, guys. It could be a new financial venture. It could be a new relationship. But usually with the Ace of Pentacles, it's something that, it's not necessarily built overnight, but it's something where you really build a solid foundation. And it could have like that snowball effect where you have to put a lot of work in the beginning, but then you do see it grow. Okay, something that can last a very long time. And it could be something that requires you to move away from something that you're emotionally invested in. Now, the next card that you guys have for the past is the Justice card. Okay, so there's a situation here that could be karmic. There could be legal issues that you guys are dealing with. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you, it could be promiscuity on your part. Maybe you're seeing more than one person since that is your energy. Let's see what else is here. And the Page of Wands in the reverse. Okay. For some of you, if this is in reference to love, then this is going to be a situation where it could have been your energy with, the King of Cups here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, where maybe you guys are talking to more than one person and either you drop a person or they drop you because of that. This could also be a sense of you really working on something, and maybe it's a legal issue, maybe it's something that just has to do with contracts, but you're trying to get something approved or you're trying to move forward with something, and it might not happen right away. Okay, maybe it's just delayed at that point, but it's not happening right away, or maybe it just doesn't happen at all. And it's something that can make you guys really get into your emotions or just to feel unstable. Something that could bring out shadow aspects within you. The next card that you guys have for the past is the Two of Swords. You're between a rock and a hard place. You have a very difficult decision to make here. Page of Pentacles. So there's something I really feel like you guys are being resilient about and, working towards. There could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn involved here. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's a new project or something that may have to do with finances, okay? And in terms of the Ten of Wands, I don't feel like it's a crazy heavy burden. I just feel like it's something that involves a lot of work, and you're just trying to decide how to get it done, how to get it to go across. But there could have been an offer that was accepted here, okay? Now, in the present moment, guys, we have the Three of Swords. So there's something here that could feel disappointing. It could feel heartbreaking. All right, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Something, that really gets you into your emotions. Maybe there's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn involved. Or, again, it could just be a project that you guys are really trying to bring forward. And maybe there's just that sense of struggle while you're trying to get there. Okay, next card is the Five of Swords. So you guys are definitely battling with something, whether it be a person, something that you're trying to accomplish. I really see you guys putting in a lot of effort. So the Five of Swords, this is a card about conflict. It's not anything crazy heavy, but something that just feels, really tense. Things like arguing, petty arguments. And Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, maybe you're becoming single, maybe there's problems here. Maybe you could be having some financial issues or something that you're trying to bring about, but you're still in a place of self-sufficiency. Or maybe you're having some conflict trying to develop self-sufficiency. But with the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, there's something here that you feel was a waste of time. Something that you put effort into, but it didn't work out. If it was a relationship, maybe now you're single. Okay? And we have the Six of Pentacles. So whatever this is, whatever didn't work out, I don't think that it's something that destroys you. I think that you guys still feel, pretty balanced here. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could be something as simple as, getting to a new financial level. Or maybe you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that maybe you had to let go of, but now you're more balanced without it. The last card that you have is the King of Pentacles in the reverse for the present moment. If this is within love and you're dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it could be possible that this person is not as emotionally invested in you as you guys may be in them. But anybody could be taking this energy. This could also be somebody that's overspending, someone who could be having financial struggle. Okay, so let's see why this King of Pentacles is here. Four of Swords in the reverse. So there's something that you guys are really putting a lot of thought into. And it's like you're not going to move forward until you feel like you have a very strategic and well thought out plan. And you have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you, again, it could be a fallout of a relationship. At minimal, you arguing with somebody else. Could also be a sense, maybe if you're, at a job, you could be leaving. This could be a fallout of any sorts. Okay? And it doesn't have to be romantic at all. It could be with a friend. It could be with a cousin. Something that just doesn't work out. A new start that you may have wanted, but now you're starting to see maybe some warning signs on that road. So you know that it's not worth it to go down it. Now, going forward into the future, the first card we have is the Eight of Swords. So there's someone here who's feeling stuck, okay? Maybe you're in your head too much. Maybe you feel like you don't have, enough information to move forward. Or maybe you're just simply not seeing things as they truly are, okay? And with the Hanged Man, I feel like there's something that you guys are really fighting to understand, okay? You're in a place where you're there, you're trying to be open to it, but either the information isn't being given to you or you're just not taking it in the way that you need to, okay? I feel like there's something that you really want, and you're trying to be calm, but at the same time, you're really trying to work through the anxiety of getting what it is that you want. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could be this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just, financial, financial decision that you have to make, or something that could affect your finances. Your finances. And you have the World card. So there is a new phase, or a new chapter coming into your life where you're ending things as you know it and you're moving into something good. But I feel like in your present moment, I don't see too much heavy struggle. I just feel like you guys are really just trying to figure out a way to get something done. All right. And with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, it's like you finally see the reality of the situation. Or if there's a decision that you have to make that was hard for you to make in the past, you do make that decision. All right. Four of Cups in the reverse. A decision is made and offer is accepted. All right. Eight of Wands, action. So this is the part where whatever it was that you wanted, this is starting to happen, okay? Not only is this communication, but this is action. This is, reciprocation in terms of who we're talking to, who we're working with. But a lot is happening here, okay? Any sense of betrayal or any harsh endings or anything that just felt uncomfortable, you guys are moving past it. You're getting what it is that you need. And the last card here, guys, is the Queen of Swords. So you could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Or you could be in a place where you guys are very, very guarded, or just really needing to think very strategically here. Knight of Cups in the reverse. So at a minimal, you guys are going to be in a place where you could be overly emotional about something. Or again, if it comes to love, maybe you're dealing with more than one person. And that could definitely be possible. Now, for some of you, it could honestly be having to choose between an earth sign and an air sign. Okay? For others of you, you just trying to find balance in a situation, being upset and being guarded, but really trying to think the most logical way. But really trying to find balance here. Okay? I feel like there's something new that you're manifesting, but at the same time, there's something that didn't work. Okay? There's a fallout that you needed to have. Now, whatever fallout that, there was for you guys, with the Tower card in the reverse, I feel like you really dodged a bullet, okay? So let's get 3 cards of advice, and then I'm going to pull you guys the Earth Magic. Anytime a reading ends and I just want a bit more clarity, I always pull the advice just to give you guys a more solid look at the month, okay? Get you guys 3 cards of advice for the month of March. Alright, so I really see something here that you guys have to let go of. Alright, something that you may be fighting, something that's in your life still that you feel like maybe it's not over yet, or maybe you feel like you need closure. But I feel like you guys are really forcing something at this point. We have the World card in reverse, so the cards are telling you whatever it is that you feel you can't close out yet, you need to, and you need to stop worrying about it. Alright, if there is a Taurus in your life, or Virgo or Capricorn, maybe you have to stop talking to this person. But there's going to be some sort of fallout where you guys have to walk away from a situation. But it definitely works out for the best, guys. We have the Ten of Pentacles back there. So there could be a possible injustice that happens. It doesn't necessarily have to be cheating or anything like that. It could be, you not getting what you want out of a contract, going for a job and not getting, your first choice. But just know that this injustice here is going to come about in a situation where you're kind of forcing things, okay? When the Hanged Man is in his regular position, this is someone who's kind of just going with the flow, just letting things happen. If they have to exert too much effort into a person or into a job, they kind of just let it go. They know that it's not worth it. But in the reverse, this is someone that they're not allowing things to just happen naturally. They're really, really trying to push something. So whatever it is that you guys may be trying to push, there's illusions here. You're not seeing everything for what it is. So you guys really need to focus, and you really need to tell yourself, is it worth this much effort? Is that person willing to do the same for me? Is that job willing to have my back? If I work 40, 50, 60 hours this week, okay? So little things like that. So ask yourself, what are you forcing right now? And whatever you're forcing is definitely something that I feel like you guys can do without, okay? All right, guys. So let's get you guys an Earth Magic Oracle card by Stephen D. Farmer, as always. Okay. What card of advice does Pisces need to hear? in the month of March. Okay. You guys got stone people, vigilance. Alright? So I'm going to read you the advice portion from the book, and then we'll talk about it for a second. Alright, here we go. Remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear. Vigilance simply means opening up your mind and senses to information as it is presented to you, through your eyes, ears, physical sensations, and detached thoughts. It is especially true in two main areas. First, follow any gut feeling that tell you to be wary about someone or something. Second, pay close attention to an important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. Maintain your vigilance of the clues around you and inside of you. Assess what is emanating from your body, and then sort out any conditioned responses from what is purely instinctual. Examine the situation with heart, intuition, and mind in harmony, for this is how vigilance serves you. Detach, take a breath, and stand tall in your stature. Okay, so like I said with the advice, there's really something that I feel you guys deeply desire, that you really want, but it may be forced too much. So you really need to ask yourself, what is it that I'm fighting for, and is it going to be worth it? Now, there's going to be times in life where we have to fight for what we want. Okay, we have to put in that extra effort. We have to put in those extra hours, of course. But there comes a time where you really have to put sense and logic into it and ask yourself, am I doing too much? Okay, and it's really important to realize that. So I always tell you guys, you know, Pisces, that's my moon sign. And I feel like because I have Pisces in my charts, it really helps with tarot and just anything spiritual, because you guys are naturally, you know, and I tell you all the time that you're naturally the most intuitive sign. So you guys are able to just walk in a room and feel what's going on without anybody saying anything. Okay? And, you know, once I realized that we really shouldn't force certain things in our lives, it really made me at ease. Because when there's things that we can't control and that we want to control, you could either drive yourself crazy, you know, trying to run around the situation saying, how can I get a grasp of this? Or you can walk away from it and say, okay, well, what do I have a grasp of? Okay, so true story, guys. And I feel like this is just a great example of having to let go of something if it's too much effort. So aside from, you know, what I do with tarot and all of that, I'm a personal trainer as well. So I was supposed to do an event in Orlando, and this was about a year or two ago, and it was going to be this big event. I was working with these two other, you know, Instagram fitness models. It was going to have a huge turnout, and it was just going to be an opportunity to meet amazing people, you know, people who have influence, and I was just excited to be around such light beings. So at this time, I did not have a car. And I live about, you know, an hour and a half from the area, so I needed a car. You know, my parents couldn't take me that day. My brother couldn't take me that day. So I go and I book the car, and there's just so many problems. When I tell you guys that there was at least like 7 roadblocks, you know, to me getting to the place and then not being able to get the car, there was like some, there's a problem with the insurance, whatever it was. And something just told me, Lissette, you know, I know you've been looking forward to this for months, but just go home. Just drop it. And I'm upset because I'm like, damn, you know, after this event, I was supposed to go out to dinner with these girls, and then we were going to go out for the night. And I didn't know where we were going to go that night, okay? But it would have taken, you know, we would have just been taking the night by storm, just seeing wherever the night led us. So I didn't go. I'm bummed out. You know, I'm just at home, just kind of droopy all day and, you know, trying to make the most of it. A few hours later, I'm in my room, and, you know, I have, I'm always getting news alert on my phone. I like to know what's going on in the world. That's when the Orlando Pulse shootout happened. And my heart just sank, because that was the strip that we were going to be on. We were going to be right around that area. Okay, and both of the people that I would have been with, they're both bisexual. So I would not have been surprised if we would have ended up there, because I should not have had any problems at all getting to Orlando. But just everything was against me. And I told myself, just go home. Don't force this. I'm sure if I kept trying, guys, I would have found a way. Okay, I'm very resilient. When I want something, I always get it. But sometimes that could be a bad thing too. So that's just an example. If you feel like you're doing too much and there's something telling you, look, this isn't for you, just let it go, then you want to let it go. Who knows what would have happened if I went out that night, you know? So something to think about, guys. What is it that you want, and is it worth everything that you're about to go through in order to get it? All right, food for thought. I love you guys, and again, I'm going to post in the community section a list of readings. The top 2, I'll make a reading for you guys, and I'll put that out sometime in the middle of the month. All right. I love you guys. Enjoy your birthdays. Drink safely. Drive responsibly. Take care.